All right. I think we're back. Chat, what do we think? Sorry, I don't know, greedy, I guess, to it says we're on YouTube. I believe we're on YouTube. Okay. Cool. Alright. Anyways. Wait for people to get... Oh, I didn't get ice. Oh, no. All right, 1 second, guys. I need to get ice for my coffee. All right. What's up, chat? Had to get ice for my coffee. Drinking Kirkland cold brew. Shout out Costco. Sponsor me. See. What's up, guys? Is this looking better? I'm sorry, I tried to do 4K last time. I guess that doesn't work. I have a gigabit symmetrical, but I guess it needs more than that to upload and go through the series of tubes that is the internet that Al Gore invented. I feel like millennials are the only ones who get that joke. Okay, so we have a couple things to do today. One is get back into Gas Town. I haven't used it in probably, I don't know, almost a week probably. So yeah, let's open up Claude. Actually, yeah, let me add a spicier title here. People like dollars and stuff in titles. Like, do you guys see those streamers who are like, oh, grinding my way to $1 million or streaming every day till I'm a billionaire or whatever, right? Like, you see those guys. Like, if you're in this algorithm, you see those guys. I don't know. I try not to put it like I'll wait for a week reset tomorrow. I'll go back to Gas Town. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think I only got to like, I don't know, 50% usage of my $200 usage. Let's see. I think it reset for me. Yeah, I have a pathetic amount of usage now. Like I need to really wheel and deal. But yeah, what do you guys think of those guys who like are the grind set streamers who are like, I don't know, like they're dollar goal oriented versus like learning oriented, right? Like I feel like their titles are kind of I don't know. I'm a new tuber. Like I don't know anything. Like they clearly something is working for them. Like they have thousands of followers or whatever, and why OBS just isn't connecting to YouTube for some reason. But anyways, I'm in the YouTube chat. What are my lifts? Not good right now. Yeah, no, I don't lift too much weight anymore. It's actually like that. So I only lifted seriously when I compete in jiu-jitsu or like I competed for football. Like now my competition is this basically. My competition is those guys that I was talking about. is the guys who were, I don't know, out there like, well, I mean, it's not even that. Like they're not like it's not zero sum. Like I'm probably at streaming at a different time than they are. But you guys can only watch so much coding, right, per day. So I don't know. It just feels like I'm in this race to understand how vibe coding works and then communicate it to the world, right? I feel like that's my niche. That's my like lane, is I understand the stuff well enough to communicate it. I'm certainly not the smartest, or I'm not the most up to date. Like there's certainly things that I don't understand and don't know. But generally, yeah, like I have this now. I now have this drive, this like kind of, I want to get up and do this. Like this is the thing that I'm going to compete in and try to do my best in. Did you hear about Sonnet 4.7? I think release will be this week. Oh no, I haven't. I'm sure it's gonna be dope. Don't care about those guys. Would never trust them. Cool, thank you. It's hard to find where to look on YouTube. Lots of people showing data lifted from different sources, not creating their own stuff. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I try. If anything, I try to be original. Like that's what I'm here for, is to be myself. It's a venue to like try to kind of put my voice out there. Virality would be 24/7 agents. Yeah. Building crazy shit. Yeah, right. I mean, maybe we'll approach there. Maybe we'll get there. But yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, yeah, smash that like button. Helps the algorithm out. Helps us grow. Just kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's cool, like putting content out there, and it's the idea for me is to like reverse the way things are, right? Like, my opinion gives us cheap Opus 4.5 with more limit, and Gas Town will be will be millionaires. Yeah, exactly. Like the idea, I think AI, let me like yap a little bit here. I think coding agents is super democratizing, incredibly democratizing, where the cost of code goes to zero, right? We are now, you can build basically anything you want. Anyone can build anything. So now it's about reach and distribution. It doesn't matter if you have the most perfect app, kind of like by yourself, right, in your garage, if nobody knows about it. So you have to distribute. You have to like build an audience and build like community with people who like you, right? Loving your streams on Beads and Gas Town. Interesting to see how you use it in the corporate world. Would most of these sites seem to work single, use a single repo? Using a team would be interesting. So I use Beads and I don't check them in. So I keep them local to me. And I think Beads is pretty useful by itself, like just local in your repo. Gastown, I don't have enough usage at work for Gastown because it is a very it's very expensive. So that's why I use it on my personal account and work on that. So okay, cool. So yeah, I feel like all this stuff is super democratizing, and I feel like we are we're on the cusp of something. Like there's going to be like the job market's screwed, right? Like it's terrible right now. But we can make our own jobs. We can try to like kind of take control and take kind of our fate in our own hands by creating something and trying to kind of distribute it out to the world. So anyways, this is my this is my kind of way of doing this. And I just posted this. Oh, why does Restream not like connect to YouTube right now? All right. So anyways, I'll post in the chat. This is my latest newsletter. Please check it out. Subscribe. It is kind of like how I'm gonna like condense my ideas down into like something that's readable and kind of consumable. So you don't necessarily have to watch all these live streams. Like the live streams are kind of where I work out these ideas, where I like come up with them and figure them out. And then on the weekends, I kind of put this newsletter out as like a way to condense everything and kind of make it a readable lesson. So anyways, cool. That's shilling for right now. Okay, so people are tagging me on Gastown as if I'm like some, like, I don't know, like I'm Steve. I'm not. but I appreciate the sentiment. So there's like, yeah, so there's that one, and then there was another one where it was like an issue where they were like, hey Michael Lady, like it would be great if you could work on this. I'm like, okay, cool, on it. I don't know, I'm not a maintainer, I'm just a contributor. I'm a relative nobody. I just happen to be on YouTube. So let me find that issue that I got tagged in. Absolutely urgent feature. Okay. So anything else that I got tagged in? Oh yeah, the GUI. Have you guys seen the GUI? I haven't played around with it since the first day, but I'm sure it's gotten better. I mean, it was good. It was good to begin with, but let's see. Anything else? Cool. Oops. Sweet. All right. All right. So we're here. Got the GUI. We've got correct formula names, and we've got this absolute urgent feature. And yeah, let's just call it that. Okay. Guardrails. Installing a site get default to Gas Town. GT clean. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's do Claude. Oh. Ooh, we can upgrade Claude Code. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm using a Whisper Flow. If you guys haven't used it, like, it's totally worth it. Talking while you're programming is amazing. Like, I don't think I've probably typed more lines of code than I'll type for the rest of my life. Like, it's at that weird inflection point where I'm like done typing code, and then it's all downhill from here. So, oops. Shouldn't do that. Please pull latest main GT, build the binary, and put it in which GT. On my list drive, do you know if it works on Windows? Whisper Flow Windows. Yeah, looks like it works on Windows. GT source, pulling latest and building. No, locals already update. Oh no. No. I need to sync my fork probably. Where's my Gas Town? Oh, okay. Yeah, discard 3 commits. I don't give a fuck, whatever that is. Okay. Fantastic. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Issues. Yeah, functional system tests eventually is this is my pet issue, because we don't have these. Because it's like, I don't believe we use GT when we build it. I don't even know if we build it. Well, we probably do build it here. We just have tags, yeah. We don't even have a, because it's a go install, right? So yeah, we don't even build like a binary on the CI, which is fantastic. We'll figure it out. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, built GT. Cool. Great. All right, so let me I forget how to do this already. It's been a while. So let's do GT. Let's look at the documentation because people were talking about we're having a really hard time bringing this up. Oh yeah, we do a go install it just at the at latest. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. GT mirror attach. Okay, cool. Mirror checking in. Yeah, it's hilarious. People tag me as if I'm like, I don't know, like a real person, but poor dude has had this PR open for like a, a week. All right. All right. So let's pull this out of the ground. Okay. So Gas Town should be up. Cool. Oh, I forgot to brew upgrade BD. Yeah. Should always upgrade all these using latest BD. Oh, sorry, I was on mute. B version. Cool. Now it's on 47. Cool. Ran one stop hook. I'm not... I'm tired of seeing this. Let's fix this. Oh, why can't I like copy this? Can I copy this? Please fix the stop hook error. Okay. Otherwise, need more content. The Tmux brew great Tmux. Why is this? There's something like I can't like select things here, and that's annoying. I was getting the same hook error thing forever. Was so annoying. Yeah. Trying to the pasteboard, but disable mouse reporting temporarily. Okay, there we go. We got it. All right, cool. Please fix this stop hook error. No, I didn't mean to like. Which calls requires a B directory measure. Okay, all right, cool. Now it's figuring out. Okay, it's doing a B create and cool. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh yeah, and so last Friday I did a whatchamacallit live stream where I created a Lovable app. I've been vibe coding all this stuff and I've never done a Lovable app, but I'm gonna try to migrate it over to AWS. Let me make it public. Make this repository public. Yeah. Passkey. Yeah, I'm gonna try to deploy it on my AWS account, and because that's gonna be key for all of us vibe coders who when you see people online like, oh, I'm gonna clean up slop vibe code for whatever 6 months from now. It's like, well, you're not. Like the people who are posting online who are like talking shit about vibe coding, yeah, they're not going to get hired by these companies, right? Who start up and kind of are who hit product market fit with vibe coded apps. They're not going to get hired, but we are, right? People who are like kind of pro vibe coding, we need to be able to kind of help our lovable brothers and sisters out. So we're going to be doing a lot of migrations from like Lovable to like a real cloud service like AWS and whatnot, like because something that scales. Because I'm sure like it's going to be hilariously expensive to like scale apps on those like managed services. So what's up, Bob Knoll? The theme of the stream is kind of just working. We're working and talking about vibe coding, and the issue is that BD's does not walk on. Oh, okay. So it's, and we're using Gas Town to fix Gas Town, but we're, I was just trying to make this like stop hook error go away. Good morning. I see you, SM Bart. Cool. But yeah, we're working and talking. Like we're kind of fixing things at our own pace here. Because I feel like, so anyways, yeah. So I was talking about like the agenda for today is to, I mean, we'll try the GUI like at the end potentially. But then, so some people like tag me in these things, and like, I'm like, I'm just a guy. Like I'm not I don't know. I'm not like a maintainer or something. But yeah, we're gonna fix some Gas Town stuff. You're doing pure vibe coding. Yep, no touching the code. And I'm a software developer. I'm a DevOps engineer. 11 years experience. I'm not just whatever, some fly-by-night guy. Like I went to school for this. I guess maybe that's why I wear these shirts, is to kind of establish that, hey, like I kind of know what I'm doing. And I'm vibe coding anyway. And it's fun. It's the most fun I've ever had doing coding. So feel free to ignore me because I'm a rando. Just what Gas Town is. It's an agent orchestration tool. So TLDR, it's using Claude to manage many instances of Claude. So it gets really expensive. like that's the TLDR of it. Okay. Fix applied. Okay, cool. It still gets the stop hook. We're in one stop. Okay, whatever. All right, we're just gonna whatever, ignore the stop hook thing. Please sling to a polecat. Reopening this PR to not Augie. Oh, actually, let me make sure. Well, no, it spun up Claude. That's right. Please sling to a polecat. Reopening this PR. So, for people who are new here, a polecat is this idea of like a worker. It's going to spin up a new Claude instance, a full Claude instance, not a sub agent. It's going to kind of sling this. Sling is the verb here for kind of like assigning out work. Target spawning fresh polecat. Yep. And then it uses tmux to kind of manage all these different like windows of Claude. So right now we just have one, and then it's going to spin up. It's going to spin up a handful. It's going to go through and kind of figure all that out. So please sling to a polecat. What? Yeah, exactly. Like Gas Town. You want to read Gas Town. Yogi. Medium. Yeah, this is like the intro. Oh shit! This is the intro blog post to it. So it's quite the read. It is very interesting. Okay. So it's GT Sling, starting session for Gas Town. Capable. All right. So you see, so we're working on Gas Town itself, right? So it's GT Gas Town Witness, GT Gas Town Refinery. So GT is binary Gas Town, and then Gas Town is like the repo that we're working on. And then the witness is like a Claude instance that keeps things alive. And the refinery is a Claude instance that kind of tries to merge your PRs in. So yeah, now we're, something broke there. Oh, it tore down the polecat or something. If you're familiar with the Mad Max world, it'll help with the nouns and verbs. The other day, fell in my too long didn't read bucket. Yeah, read it when you have some time. Like it's not a. I mean, it's a light. Really, I don't know. Getting all the names straight is tough. What were the formulas? Didn't get that the other day. So the formulas are a way for us to. Let's see, where is this? Yeah. So these are like workflows. So if you think of it like Shiny, the canonical right way. Also remember to use AI to learn about AI things. Use it as an assistant to TLDR things for you and teach you. Yep, totally. So these are kind of, I'm actually impressed that he was able to Gemini like all of this. It was actually pretty good. Like that it went into all these different details. But yeah, formulas are kind of instructions for polecats to use. So like we sling these to the different Claude Code instances with like we sling, hey, we want you to accomplish this goal, we want you to do this task, and then do it in this type of way or whatever, right? Like do it in the Shiny way or the Chrome way, or do this basic polecat work. Kind of all these different things. Like this is how we can meta program, I guess, around how the agents work. Similar to landing the plane analogy. Yep, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, landing the plane. That's the kind of a command for agents, and how we manage the agent life cycle and what agents should do. So, does that make sense? Is that an L? Leon or Lane or Yane? I don't know. Partington. Do the formulas make a little bit more sense? Oh, this is similar to. Okay, yeah, you said this is similar to landing a plane analogy. Yep, exactly. Okay. Started in slung the word to worked in Gas Town Toast. Yep, cool. To toast. So we see that toast is working now. Nice. From mayor. Reopen PR. Cool. So it's working. So now we can Ian. Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, let's work on this absolutely urgent feature. Can you wiring harnesses? Produce intelligent instance swapping. Roles for the provider auth. First class config option. This is profile harness. I'll launch the session. Provider. Scottish spelling. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I get a lot of Europeans at this time. Not too many, yeah. Not too many people from the US here. Detection rate limit stuck. Profiles. Opus account. IGLM. Max. North Carolina. Okay, yeah. So I guess yeah, East Coast people. Yeah, I do get East Coast people in here. Midwest, nice. Okay. It's early on the West Coast. Just subscribe. Funnily enough, just bought my Mac subscription today as well. As someone who's just starting on the Mac journey. What advice and learning material would you 100% consider I take? I think you're only going to use it with Gas Town. I use it for everything. Oh, okay. All right. I guess I get a decent amount of East Coasters here. But yeah, if you're going to get the most out of $200 a month Claude, yeah, just use it for everything. Like, and use Whisperflow. The Whisperflow, this app, super good. You just press a button, like the function button at the bottom left hand corner. Talk. It makes it so much easier. It makes programming like this so much easier. Beat sync it, preventing manual session start and nudge workaround. Okay, all right. Quality was the quality flag was removed entirely. Okay, fixing for name reference and a feature that no longer exists. Oh, okay. Sleep. Okay, there we go. The more actions permanently. Okay, so this issue like no longer applies apparently, and Gas Town automatically just commented on here and like replying back to this guy. That's hilarious. Bought the vibe coding book he recommended last week. Can say it's been a great resource to read so far. Yep, exactly. This is by Steve Yegi and Gene Kim. It's great. Can't recommend it enough. They vibe coded the book too, right, as kind of a proof of concept, or like showing, hey, this can be done for serious things. Okay, so the quality flag was removed from GT Sling. Gotcha. All right, cool. So there you go. First task done. This absolutely urgent feature looks like freaking looks hairy. It does look hairy. So let's see. You'd be a legend out of this. Keep running right. User would be great. Does Gas Town work for agents working concurrently on different parts of the same code base? Yes. So it uses Git work trees. So like this is kind of the way to kind of check out Git branches in completely different like file systems or completely different directories, and are kind of like completely separate. This allows you to like change these files up and not just have like switching between one branch within one repo, right? Like that's how like if you were working on multiple branches, you'd have to constantly switch those back and forth. With Git work trees, it checks out two completely different directories worth of your code, and they're able to work simultaneously. Will help GT work better, avoid token burn. Okay, all right. People want this. Let's do it. Okay. Oops. Okay. But okay. Please fix the different beads issues that are in this directory. Please make everything work, play nicely with each other. Because I feel like that's kind of the main the main rub here is that that was on toast. Oops. Oh well. Please fix these bead sync issues. A few months ago, I was manually running multiple Claude Code instances on work trees. Yep, exactly. I mean, that's where people start, and then we kind of, this is kind of an evolution of that, like building on top of that. Are you telling the mayor which rig to work on within every prompt? I have been, but curious if I don't need to. No, I don't really tell it which rig to work on. I just say, hey, work on. I generally reference kind of I don't know, like I usually have like a PR to reference, or I usually give it some reference of just like what to do. Yeah, but if it can't figure it out, then I would, specify which rig. Okay, so this is diagnose the beads issues. Yeah, so I just want to, because who wants to work with like a bunch of errors? The issue is bead sync has from upstream local ASG reset the sync branch with local data. All right, bead. Somebody was like, maybe it's the Discord. Maybe that was it. Oh yeah, so Gas Town has a Discord now. Somebody spun it up, which is pretty cool. Let me share it. Somebody posted it as an issue, and I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, come hang out in there. I'm in there ranting. HQ is routing Gas Town. Okay. Yeah, and somebody just brought up like, hey, like, I don't have a lot of Claude like usage available. Beads is kind of frustrating, and it is for sure. Like that's where we have spent 3 minutes of Claude time, almost 4 minutes of Claude time trying to fix all these different beads issues. But hopefully, after this, things are much smoother. And they all get worked out. All the different whatever prefixes and whatnot are smoothed out here. So cool. Yeah. Anyways, if you're here, like and subscribe. Always, like just my occasional shilling. Context left until auto compact. 9%. Hopefully we figure this beats thing out before the auto compact. But yeah, this issue, if I understand it correctly, detecting connection. So it's to like rotate between all your different accounts, like all your different where are we building here? We're using Gas Town to build Gas Town. And Gas Town is expensive. We have to we're rate limited. We have usage limits here. Let's take a look. Or at least, yeah. Right now we've got plenty of usage here, but for a lot of people, they may have multiple accounts and only have certain limited usage in certain accounts. So we want to be able to kind of like switch or degrade from like what the heck is Gas Town? Okay, so Gas Town is kind of TLDR using Claude to manage other Claude instances, like full Claude instances, not just subagents, with only the mirror running somewhere, hashing everything else. Oh, it's giving me issues. This is Steve Yeagy's welcome to Gas Town article. So, found it much easier to fix bees only the mirror running somewhere, hashing everything open. GT doctors to see the bees issues. Yeah, cool. Routing works now. Fix the read-only database warnings. Okay. Oh, because it was like. Oh, okay. So no DB, false. Okay. So it's now using the DB. Is that it? Is that what it's saying? Sling work. Let me verify the hook. Yeah, but I could easily see. I don't know if somebody's limited on usage, and they whatever it's taken 8 minutes. And well, it's not a ton of tokens, like 18,000 tokens, not a ton. So, but people could very well like burn up their usage just like trying to get this all set up. Fixes applied. To their stop hook, town beads, disabled no DB mode, to enable prefix based routing, Gas Town database cleanup. Okay, cool, great. GT Sling workflow now works. Awesome. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. All right, so this is a pretty meaty feature. Or a limit aware provider auth profiles for Gas Town. So let's tell this to like plan. Like I don't want to start to work on this yet, but I want it to like really break down what is needed for this feature. So Sling the issue, or actually convoy might be the start a convoy around this issue. Oh, well, we don't want it to work on that task, but please really plan, ultra think and plan all the ultra think is a dependencies and use TDD and tracer bullet MVP methodologies to constrain your analysis. Actually, I've heard that outside in TDD, like there's a different style, a London style of TDD. Somebody commented on my things this weekend, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that before. Potentially use outside in TDD to design this feature. Please ask me any questions if you're uncertain. Still on stage 2, only one at a time. I can't wrap my head around the idea of running multiple agents at once. Benefit, speed of code writing, or something else. Yeah, it is a way to kind of parallelize everything. So like we're just kicking off this feature now, right? Like we see, all right, so a convoy is kind of like a way to kind of structure work, or a way to kind of so slinging to a polecat, that's like a one-off task type of thing. Convoy is more like a long-lived kind of overarching way of scheduling. So like we kick this off, and it's going to kind of give it to another Claude instance, and then it's going to free up the mayor instance to kind of take on new tasks. Let me fix the issue and analyze it thoroughly. Well, sling it. Oh, whatever. I guess the mayor does the which providers do you want to support in MVP? Sure, let's just do Anthropic and OpenAI as a... Where should the profile configuration live? Town level. Share across all rigs, managed essentially by mayor per rig. Yeah, probably town level. MVP scope. Worker swapping only. Swaps polecats on rate limit, simplest tracer bullet. Okay, cool. And then how should rate limits be detected initially? Exit code. Parse known error patterns. Yep. Cool. Is it? Okay. Yep. Sure. Cool. Yeah. So if you this is kind of actually a recent addition. I think they had a / like feature that you kind of need to like tell it and say like, hey, like ask me questions if you're uncertain. I think that's super helpful because you kind of get what you want, right? Like it's not just it hallucinating and guessing what you want. If it's uncertain, it comes back to you and kind of puts you in the loop here. Okay. Tracer bullet goal. Minimal end-to-end flow. Polecat hits rate limit. Witness detects. Selects fallback profile. Swaps instance. Work continues from hook. Outside in. TDD layers. So it knows what outside in TDD is, which I didn't know what it was till this last weekend. So, and then acceptance tests, give them polecat rate limited when witness detects. and swap to fallback profile, resume work, integration tests. Okay, so it does like both, like all different layers. Okay. All right, that sounds cool. It thinks through all these different, yeah, tests right away. Cool. Dependency graph. Relimit. Test and polish. Create beads for this convoy. All right, it's creating these issues. Cool. Great. All this makes sense so far? Anybody lost on what's going on? All right, so it's setting up all the beads. Beads are like issues, like kind of agent level issues. Oh, interesting. Show tree. How did it get tree? Oops. Show. Oh, fuck. I accidentally paused it. Love the playing mode. Just need to get your manager to auto approve. Yeah. Sip in the morning shine. Yeah, this is just water. Like, of course. Yeah, no, this is clear liquid in a mason jar. Totally. Dependencies are inverted. Okay. Epic should okay. So it set up the dependencies wrong. Okay, cool. Okay. Parallel, no blockers. Exit code. Okay. Cool. Ready to sling. Dispatch. Yeah, let's do it. So, no, I'm Kentucky. I know what's in mason jars, right? Yeah. So this is kind of for somebody who is asking that question, why Gas Town? Because we're now spinning up 3 different full. Oh, oops! I think I double commented on that thing again. Maybe did I? It's spinning up full Claude Code instances. Oh, race conditions in parallel sling. What? It was trying to sling all of them at the same time. But I think it's just going to sling one and then another. So. Cool. Sweet. All right, so now we got that. Let's also So this is on Friday. I kind of made a Lovable project as like a collab with a AI audio company, startup. They were like, they had this interesting kind of like questioning link, like this AI bot that kind of like asked you deeper and deeper questions and kind of like got to the root of certain things. So it was interesting. But I made it on Lovable, and then now I'm like, all right, now this is going to be a common exercise for us. Kind of, I don't know. If you're vibe coding on Gas Town, you are probably not vibe coding on Lovable. So we need to kind of help our Lovable Gas Town, or our Lovable vibe coders migrate eventually to like AWS and other like real cloud providers. So this is going to be just kind of an exercise in how do we do that. So this is kind of the beauty of Gas Town, is that I can check out this new, so they called repos rigs, because a rig is kind of like a wrapper around a repo, because there's some extra state that you need to keep track of per rig. Okay, so now we kicked off all these different workers, these polecats. So like, yeah, this is, that's working. That's working. That's working. So now we can say, please check out this rig and set it up to work in Gas Town. Ooh, my computer's heating up. I don't have the activity monitor. Let's see if I can show it here. No, never mind. Anyways, my CPU usage is going up. like the fan kicked on and CPU load is going up. So yeah, Gas Town is also like just not resource friendly here. So anyways, it's going to, yeah, it's running this rig. Contains invalid characters. Okay, cool. Toast. Okay, cool. So it's working. That's working. This is working. That's working. It's merge queue. Okay, shit. Okay. Okay, so it's spinning up the Passion, Mirror Chat, those different Gas Town instances. First time watching, how many hours do you code every week? And have you ever run $200 a month credits? Planning to buy one, hence asking. If you're thinking about it, do it. Like, do it for 1 month. If you're at the $100 a month, and you're like bumping into the limits, then like do it, right? I'm currently using this like Gas Town thing that's super expensive, and it's basically using Claude to manage other Claudes, which is kind of like, I don't know, kind of ridiculous, but also like really fucking cool. So yeah, it all depends. So like in the session that I've been doing now, we're at 12% usage, but we haven't really done anything yet. Like I haven't been like doing anything crazy. So Repassion is now live. Okay, cool. So let's so I also have I have another project called Roxas, and this is deployed in AWS at roxas.ai. It doesn't really do anything yet. But it has like a good infrastructure that I want to use to be able to deploy my Lovable app. So I want to be able to kind of, I'm going to try to deploy my Lovable app into my Roxas AWS accounts, and kind of like make that lift and shift. You do it 1 month and it will change your life. No joke. Coding by hand sucks at that point. Yep, exactly. Like I was ranting about this on the Gas Town Discord, is that as developers, our tools, like we shouldn't be cheap with our tools, right? So if we go, I'm going to crash out on stream here. So if we asked our company or like our employers, hey, because it was over a whisper flow, like this, it wasn't even about like Gas Town. Like somebody asked, oh, hey, like, is whisper flow worth it? And it's like $15 a month. I'm like, fuck yes, it is. Like it's it is a productivity tool. You're going to be so much more productive, be able to just talk to the thing, right? To be able to just talk and say whatever you want and not have to type these things, right? Like it's so easy. You become so much more productive. Why are you like skimping out on $15 a month, right? Like if you went to your employer and said, hey, oh man, like I would be so much more productive for $15 more a month compared to what you pay me, compared to the salary, that sounds crazy, right? It's like, of course they should pay the $15 a month per seat to make you more productive. So the same thing applies to, like, if it applies to business, it applies to us, because software developers are going to need to be much more entrepreneurial in this new world of like vibe coding and all this. It's going to be much more democratized. So people need to have this kind of sense of thinking, this business sense, this business evaluation of what we spend our money on, right? So Claude Code falls in that category. It's like, it's $200 a month. And yeah, I understand times are hard, depends on your situation, whatever. But at the same time, like if you ask your employer, hey, if I could be 10 times more productive, would you pay this $200 a month fee? And they'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Like they would tack that on easily. That's an easy win for them, or like that's an easy like proposition. So for whatever reason, we have two different senses of like, we have personal expenses and we try to like minimize personal expenses as much as we can. And we kind of cheap out on tools. Because I certainly did. Like this laptop that I'm using here, This MacBook Pro, like I had to buy it new it's basically been a year. Like I just paid it off in December. My old one died, and I was like editing videos on it, and I was just starting like jujitsu content creation like that. That was like, that's my thing, that was my initial thing. And then now it's like vibe coding content creation. And I was like, oh man, the new laptop is like $3,000, and I don't really want to I don't feel like forking over $3,000 right now. And my wife encouraged me. She was like, hey, it's your side hustle. It's your thing. Like, you want to do it, like do it. And you have to invest in it. And it's like, okay, yeah, you got to spend money to make money. So I put it on a payment plan, put it on, like it was 0% interest through Apple Card or whatever. Right. And yeah, I probably haven't made the money back, but like now I'm doing this, and like it's enabled so much that like since I'm using this outside of work, I'm much more valuable inside of work, right? Like I'm doing much better than a lot of other people with this vibe coding stuff, right? Let's just say that. And I'm kind of a leader now there. So is it going to be worth the $3,000 if I get a promotion at work? Yeah, totally. Like it's going to be well worth it, right? Like, so we have to think about our personal expenses as like business investments, and not try to we agonize over every little thing. We're trying to budget things, but like because short term, there's going to be a lot of churn. Companies are going to do a lot of layoffs. So like we have to be more entrepreneurial and kind of like own more things. We have to like think of ourselves as more like a business and invest in the tools that we use every day, because we're software developers and this is the standard tool that we use now. Okay. Let me get back to the chat. I know you guys been talking about it. GT doesn't seem to shut down all the way. Why you run GT shutdown? Kept like beats. File a ticket. File an issue. That might be interesting to look at. Current on several Anti-Gravity Pro and ChatGPT Pro accounts. It seems like I should go full on $200. I would say stick with one. Like use one tool. That's another thing, is like have a daily driver. Really master one tool. You're not missing much if you don't have all the stringing together a bunch of like $20 accounts isn't going to be as useful as having one $100 account or $200 account, right? Because you master the one tool, that same tool. If you have to like constantly switch and context switch and figure out how one works and the other doesn't, like that's too complicated, right? You're not learning anything. You have to go deep on one and hold that one variable constant, right? Like in science, like you in the scientific method, you hold independent variables constant, and then the dependent variable changes, right? So if we use one vibe coding tool, then we can learn the stuff around it. If we hold one constant, we can like start to develop skills outside of it. We start to anticipate how that one tool responds, and we kind of like learn to use it better over time. I'd rather build an app that pays for my subscription. That's my plan. So I'm not burning $2,400 a year on a nothing burger. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the thing, is like, yeah, build an app, please. Like you flip that subscription into a $2,400 a month or $2,400 a year thing, right? Like that's the whole idea. Think of it as a business, a way to pay for itself. Like they're selling us tokens, right? We get to decide what we do with the tokens, and then we flip it to create something and post it up, push it. And that's the whole point, right? Like that's the whole idea of business, is to kind of, somebody is really good at something, You pay for that thing, and then now if you know how to do something better with that thing, you can add value to it and then resell it, right? That's arbitrage. What is your time worth? If you can get an all-knowing coder, assistant tutor, automator, trainer, employee for $200 a month, would you? Yes, exactly. Yep. Listen, Bart, you got it. Or just use Gas Town to build your own. But I wish good luck with that. Yeah, I mean, Gas Town is like that. It's a chicken or egg thing, right? Like you have to have the coding agent to build stuff, right? So, anyways, I feel like, let's get back to. Let's see what's going on. Please check in on the Gas Town convoy. Sorry, I had to crash out on stream there for a second and just be like, hey, spend the money. Like, I know we're cheap. I know we need a budget. I know we need to like be frugal and times are hard or whatever. But like, if it's a tool that you can make money with, it's worth investing in, right? It's just like, I don't know, would a construction worker who uses the hammer every day or a power drill, like, would they buy the cheapest power drill they possibly could, or would they buy nice and like whatever, really master that power drill, right? I don't know. Like we are just invest in your tools is kind of the point. Happy Monday morning, JMD. So we're checking in on this convoy that we kicked off. Unblock. Okay, so it was waiting. It was ready to sling. Yes, sling. How's Gas Town going? I gave it a try, but didn't have a lot of luck. Setup was awful on Windows. Yeah. Terminology is confusing for sure. Setup was, so you were trying to run it on Windows. Yeah, I only ran out Mac. I don't know what the deal is, but been using Beads though, pretty nice. Yeah, Beads is, if you take away one thing, yeah, use Beads. Beads is like super great at breaking down issues, and it's a first-class object for issue tracking versus kind of to-do lists, planning stuff that's built in. It's not, I think Beads issue tracking is much better than whatever's built in. Did I catch your DevOps engineer cool use AI for Terraform code at work yet? I find DevOps seem to be afraid of AI and have weird old school mentality. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, bro. AI writes better Terraform than devs, right? Like it's all still a PR at the end of the day. You can still review the PR and read it, understand it. It's just another dev. You can look at it as another dev doing the thing. And you can, like, you're going to review a junior engineer's PR probably much more closely than a senior engineer's PR, right? And if you're bringing up a junior engineer, you have to understand with the code that they're making. So it's no different here. Like, it's the cost of generation is free or going to zero. It's just we have to kind of review things more. Claude Code works with the $20 a month plan. Start there and do things with it, not just coding. If you're dedicated enough and willing to use it, it won't be long until you upgrade to Max. Yep. On Windows, use Hyper-V to load an Ubuntu VM and run it from there. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, a lot of Windows folks. So sometimes, yeah, I'm kind of in my, I don't know. big tech bias of just like being in using Macs, but yeah, there's plenty of people out there who use Windows still. Use WSL is still finicky, especially with Tmux. Copy paste screenshots, an example. It's a pain. Gotcha. Cool. All right, so Convoy, so this Gas Town thing that we kicked off earlier, it's working. Let me do okay, please analyze Passion Mirror Chat and create a convoy to plan to migrate it from Lovable to AWS. Please use Roxas as an example of how to deploy in my dev and prod AWS accounts. Please use Roxas as a template with the GitHub Actions and Terraform modules included there. Use WSL is still finicky, especially Tmux. Oh yeah. Use XR DP setup that's built in with Hyper-V, copy paste between host and VM. Cool. Check it out. Cool. The chat is helping each other. Awesome, guys. Claude Desktop app has a code tab now that lets you paste in images way easier on Windows at least. I work on Azure, but definitely use a Mac. Luckily, we have some Copilot and latest models through GitHub Copilot, which can do quite a bit. Just don't have Claude being using Copilot CLI, and that works. Cool. Claude Code is too expensive. Yeah, I mean, if they were charging $200, then it should at least be unlimited. Well, if it's unlimited, then you can be very you can charge like you have to rate limit at some point, right? If one person it could pay for 200 unlimited, then you can't like charge per seat at like a corporation or whatever, right? Like you can't charge per seat at an enterprise level. There has to be rate limiting at some point. Anthropic has to make money and continue to exist as a business. So are using MCP servers, not on this one. But I do use MCP servers. Anybody play with Open Code was on my list to try this week compared to Claude Code. I've heard of Open Code. A dude I respect very much. He's big on Open Code. I need to try it. Would you guys be interested if I like went around and tried all these different things? I have like a whole like list of, let's see. Did I do this? Vibe coding AI. No. Where is it? History. No. Camera prompt, voice interview. Where is this? Voice interview. File size. No. Where did it go? Oh, man. No. History grouping. No. It did some research for me. Agent orchestration. Where was that? Oh, it doesn't have. Oh, that's weird. I have like another chat in here that is on the ChatGPT Atlas thing, but not chatgpt.com. Anyways, I had it research a bunch of different projects that the chat has brought up over time, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's my duty if people are asking, hey, did you try this? Did you try that? Maybe I should try it, because apparently I'm the one on the camera and have opinions. We have to go through an approval process for every MCP server we need to use. Yeah, we mirror them internally, so that's kind of like, I don't know, our workaround. Yes, open code plus Oh My Open Code plugin, extremely effective. I've heard that too. Good to hear. Yep, if you don't, I will. Open code seems trendy in the tech space this week, right? Yeah, people seem to be talking about that. I am asking about MCP servers because recently a new tool was dropped. Phil Schmid, MCP CLI, which significantly reduced context window. Huh. Let's see. Call MCP servers efficiently. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, no, binaries are way better in general. Like, if you can use a binary to connect to a system like GH for GitHub, and I don't know, whatever, any other binary to connect to a system, use it. Like, that's so much better. But yeah, this is cool. Totally, this definitely should be a standard thing. MCP CLI compiles to a single standalone binary. Cool. Open code plus really burns through tokens, but the implementations are normally almost always one shot. Cool. Use tokens for sure. 2 to 3K. Month. Oh, you spend. Do you spend 2 to 3K per month between Gas Town and Open Code? Andy 553. 2K. You must get a lot of work done. You could say that. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, we chatted last week, I believe. Have you seen or used Ralph and Ralph Loop yet? GT is like Ralph on crack, it seems. Yep. Cool. Okay, cool. So we are, where are we at? Mayor continuing, creating passion mirror chat, migration convoy based on Rox's template analysis. Okay, cool. So with this one, I'm moving my Lovable app over to AWS just as like an exercise, because we're probably going to need to know how to do this. So we got that one going. Please check in on Gas Town Convoy. Yeah, Andy, anything you can share? Always interested to see the results. Yeah, no, totally. Like, what mysterious thing are you are you building there, Andy? Like, if you're making 2 to 3K, I'm very curious what you're developing. If you are making that back, or if you're just investing that towards something right now. Checking in on instant swapping convoy. So see how we can. Have you seen or used Ralph Loop yet? What is that? GT Gas Town. If he doesn't share, I'm assuming it's Skynet. Yeah, exactly. I maybe Andy's a Fed. Maybe he's like building, like he has unlimited budget, and he's just sitting in here trolling us, like gonna drop receipts or something. That he's refactoring older projects that are really bloated with GT. I haven't yet. I have not. It's only more newer projects. So don't know if this is a mismatch. Oh, okay, so it. Basically, our Gas Town thing didn't hook. Gas Town Valkyrie. All right, yeah, another beats thing. It's really fortunate. Internal business apps and some one-off client work. Nice. Congrats, Andy. I think we're all going to turn into you, hopefully. Let's all hope that we have budget to spend $2,000 to $3,000 on tokens. Not a Fed, just the cost of doing business. It's either 15, 20K a month in payroll or and other overhead or this. It's good value. Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, if you like if it's between a developer, like a whole person, or token costs, like that's seems totally reasonable. Works really well. Surprisingly, I had this huge AI slot project that I made early last year. Had over 5,000 type errors. Brought them down to 0 yesterday. Cool. I've been in AI notes since the beginning. Can't seem to get past my 200 rate limits. I guess I'm too lazy. Need to try harder. Like, burning is learning. If you're going to come away with one thing you learned from this stream, burning is learning. You need to burn your tokens to learn how to use them, right? How to actually use them effectively. You can't be like super conservative and be like, oh, I'm concerned about usage or whatever. It's like, no, you need to go and make mistakes and you hit those million token whatever issues and like whatever, burn up your usage in one shot, right? Like you need to figure these things out and actually use it and not be afraid to use it. If you ain't using, you ain't. Oh, insert matching line. Burn to learn. Yep, exactly. Burn the token, making them lose money. Okay. Work hasn't picked up. Session idle. Brave site. 5 sequential phrases. Three. Valkyrie, Gas Town, Valkyrie. Seems like it's working now. Seems like Valkyrie is working now. Main thing is I haven't experimented with enough multi-agent orchestration frameworks yet, but yes, this seems to change this year. Can't imagine the same workflows devs gonna have by end of year. Oh yeah, like if we had Gas Town, like. If we are now using Claude to manage Claudes, and this is like allegedly expensive. I've talked to some people who are like going to try to make Gas Town or agent orchestration more efficient by like there are some like an argument to be made that you don't need all of these Claudes, that some of these Claudes could just be like binaries or like kind of like processes, right? They don't need to be full agents. And that could be the same could be said about the rest of the industry, right? People are building agents that don't really need to be agents, right? They're using N8N and they're using whatever. When you could write like 300 lines of like Go and do the same thing, right? I think people are reaching for agents as kind of a crutch, as like that's just what people build things with now. But it's pretty expensive to if it can be written in code and be a binary that runs on a cron, like maybe it should just be that, right? Or runs as a server, maybe it should just be that. Like not everything needs to be an agent. But yeah, I don't know. This is the agent framework, so we're everything is an agent here. It is insane to consider that we could have Opus 4.5 by the end of the year, and if the performance cost improves the same as last year, it will be insane. Opus 5.5, yeah, for sure. Okay, so all right, we've got active work. We've got 2 different things running. We are humming. I'm going much slower. I'm not slinging a bunch of different work right now because I learned my lesson from last time. I think it was just last week. Man, I opened up like 18 PRs against Gas Town, and I was embarrassed. Like afterwards, I was like, oh man, that is just too much work. Like it's too much. Like I couldn't review all that, right? So I wouldn't expect anyone else or Steve or to review work that I hadn't reviewed. So I closed like my 18 like kind of crazily implemented PRs. So Gastown adapts well to other business sectors. We're also using it for a paid media strategy. Monitoring campaigns, reporting on-time schedules, library spying, ad library spying. Ah, interesting. Okay, cool. Nice. That good to know. We've hooked it into our Google Ads, MCC, Meta Business Manager, whatever other tools I'd used today. Awesome. Yeah, no, I ran a couple of Instagram ads just because I've started like posting on social media, on Enterprise Vibe Code on Instagram, and like I boosted a couple posts. I know that's super like lame and like a beginner move, but yeah, I can't figure out the Meta Business Suite or whatever, right? I'd rather I was thinking about having Claude hook into the Business Suite and tell me what's going on, because like I trust that as an agent to do things than myself. We've hooked into our Google Ads, MCC, Meta Business Manager, and whatever other tools and resources I'd use day to day. Yeah, totally. Yep, that is a very valid use case, or like totally makes sense. Okay, let's look at Passion Furiosa. See if it's Furiosa. All right, so it's making Terraform. Cool. And that Meta Business Suite is a nightmare to learn to use. Yeah, 100% super effective these type of tasks. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Noted. Maybe I'll have it hook into YouTube, because like I look at these different stats and whatever, and I think, I don't know, maybe it's doing well, maybe it's not, but yeah, I feel like Claude is going to be like the OS, like it's going to be the hub of all these things that we do, and it can take action on all these things in a much more predictable way than like us clicking around and figuring things out. Like it's got all the intelligence and all the like the training, and it can go and do the things, right? So I think the knowledge plus the ability to take action. It's not just telling you. I mean, it still would be super useful if it only could tell you, all right, go to here, click this button, go to this window, type this in, or whatever. Like, that would be helpful. But the fact that it can, it's an agent, it can just go and do the thing for you. That's what makes it super powerful. So cool. Let's see. What is it? Session swapper. Let's look at Valkyrie. All right, so it's working on stuff. Cool. All right, I gotta run to the restroom. Watch this for me. Make sure it's working. Cool. All right, I didn't lose everybody. Cool. Thank you for sticking around. That meta is the repo public, the one he is building. Yes, Gas Town is open source. Okay. Cool. Nice. All right, so let's see. Let's look at Gas Town. Rate limit path assessment and build succeeded. Complete. Okay. Please check in on instance swapping MVP. So whoever was asking about DevOps and Terraform earlier, here you go. His this is it writes better Terraform than I could have. Do I even write code or all vibe coding? I mean, I used to write code 6 months ago, but now I'm 100% vibe coding. Yeah, that was me. Yep. Cool. White Finch. Yep. Here you go. Here's your Terraform. Sure. Cool. Great. But all right, yeah. Valkyrie finished session swapper, slung. JSON word was successful. Okay, cool. Guy. Oh, there is a Gas Town Discord. I'll send that. But if you want a enterprise vibe code Discord, I can spin one up too. So like at work, how do you get AI to work with brownfield tech? We have some we have some migrations we need to do and try it. Sonnet 4.5 once failed miserably. There's some edge cases it didn't handle. Possibly our own mess we create ourselves, but inherited it. I feel like, so I think Opus is definitely a step up, and maybe, I don't know, you could spend more time like planning, like do like really work on the beads plan, maybe not necessarily use like Gas Town. Like you can, like that's definitely like a formula, like you can have the formula do like whatever multiple rounds of planning, but I would have it like really sit and like work through the beads plan and have it like whatever, have your Opus go over it, and if you have access to other models like Codex or Gemini, like have those review your beads plan as well, because I feel like the future is like multi-agent, like multi-model, multi-agent, because all these models are different. They're trained on probably the similar set of data, but they have different perspectives. They're trained with different perspectives in mind, and the agents work in different ways, or slightly different ways, whatever. It's still worth to have like all these different agents kind of like attack the same problem, and you kind of get to triangulate what the right answer is with multiple agents. So I've done with brownfield tech, I've migrated a bunch of different like Jenkins pipelines from one framework to another, and these are all proprietary frameworks, and it's worked pretty well. Like you have to just kind of like break the problem down to a size that the agent can handle. You can't just give it the one whole big problem. You kind of have to like break it into modules and ask it to break it down even more. Like you can do that. You can just say, hey, can you like incrementally make these plans even more modular or something, right? So the reason I asked is when I used to vibe code for 2 weeks, I was struggling to remember syntax when troubleshooting. Is that not your concern? I don't know. I've been developing software for 11 years, and I don't remember the syntax before vibe coding. Like I always constantly look things up, right? So I don't think syntax is the important part. It's the concepts. It's knowing what you're trying to do and pointing the agent at, hey, go and do this thing. You're kind of setting the direction, and then you're telling to go in a direction. Yeah, so what about team? It feels weird to plan things with a team instead of an individual now. Have you successfully done something with vibe coding with a team? How do you work this way now? Break the features that don't get compacted over and over. Yeah, looking to do this. No Jenkins, but Azure ASDO, is that Azure pipelines? Plan things with the team instead of individual. Done something with vibe coding with it, like a team of agents or team of people. Team of agents, yeah. I run, Claude Code. I run Gemini. I run Codex, all kind of on my local, and I can have them point at the same beads, and the same like beads like directory, and have them like look at it and like break things down. And I have the other agents comment on the beads. So that's the interesting thing, is that beads issues are full on like issue tracking issues. So you can make comments on them without they're non-destructive modifications. So you add comments and they can like talk to each other basically. I've seen something where you get these agents in essentially a chat room, and they like talk to each other and like figure things out over time. And that was for PRs, but the same thing is coming. Is like so not to plug my newsletter, but in my latest newsletter, Agile for Agents, I talk about like these different processes that we can use with agents, and I talk about this commenting and using a daily driver, and that there's like this agent mail thing that's coming up, and then eventually I think we're going to have Slack for agents, and all these different models are going to talk to each other about problems, and you'll be able to maintain that history of that, and they'll talk to each other about planning problems, they'll talk to each other about implementing things, they'll talk to each other about PRs, and it'll be like a multi-model agent workspace type of thing. So, and we'll use agents in all aspects of kind of Agile. So, anyways, like all vibe coding stuff, Azure DevOps pipelines, it's done by one human not working on PRDs or whatever the problems. What about DevOps team of humans? So I'm kind of going through that right now. I'm on a DevOps team of humans. And it's a culture shift, right? Like we're not just, it's not just, I mean, one person can just like kind of do all these changes, and ultimately they're all still PRs, right? They're all, at the end of the day, you're always going to create a PR for whatever changes you do. So if it, like you can also have your agents review those PRs and like establish some more confidence in what's going on. So, but for everyone uptaking this the whole time, like we're going to have to figure out the process around this. I don't have all the answers. I'm kind of running and gunning with my own vibe coding. Does the meeting become, hey, let's write this PRD together? It doesn't feel, I mean, maybe but like maybe you write one and then your team like comments on it or whatever, right? Like is that like, are you all just working on one project, or are there multiple projects for other people to do? That I guess I'm unclear on what your situation is, but But I think like yeah, if you have more humans thinking about the problem, you can all like attack it from different angles and different perspectives, and all kind of contribute to the PRD. So Valkyrie, let's take a look at Valkyrie. All right, it's doing tests. Cool. Let's take a look at the Passion project. Yo, Model TO money. Model to money. Oh, model to money. Oh, I get it. Model to money. In the beginning of my project, I didn't care about file positions, but now I have too much code files. How do you want me to organize it with Opus? Is it in Git? First, is it in Git? There are multiple projects for sure. It's just weird thought process working with AI to solve a single problem or multiple problems. It's just a different way it works. It feels a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels more conversational. Maybe that's the weird part about it. Is that it's more like talking through something, and it's not hands on keyboard writing, hacking code, looking up Stack Overflow, like all that. The process of writing code kind of is shrunk now, and it's kind of like now we're kind of. I hate the term at a higher level. We are up the stack. Maybe we are kind of operating around like, all right, what should be done? What are the things that should be worked on? Yunus XDD, put in GitHub. That's definitely the first step. Put it in version control, and then you can have your agent work on it and have it reorganize the file structure. Model to money. I'm building a community-driven SaaS named NerdSpace. It is for founders to present their builds in a timeline format. Would you like to review it? Sure, send it over. All right, so Terraform. All right, so wrote the Terraform infrastructure for our Lovable to AWS stack. Phase 2 ready to continue. Yes. Make sure that it uses the same AWS accounts that Roxas does and uses the same Terraform provider. Should it use the same Terraform provider? Oh shit. Oops. From software engineers to product builders. Yep, we are product engineers rather than just code engineers, right? Like we build complete things now. God, I was keeping my backups manually, but definitely going to GitHub makes much more sense. UI is awesome. Yeah, sure. Send it over. Model to money. Beads has been a game changer. The infinite nesting of beads could allow all engineering work to go under one main epic. Each group gets their own high-level epic, all the way down to implementation detail. Yeah, totally. No, I love beads. It's huge. Like, that's why I'm such a big Gas Town nerd, is that beads is so good. And Gas Town is built on beads. So it's like that, it's just an evolution of the work. All right, let's look at our limits, our usage. We're at 28% usage. We're going kind of slow. I'm not like running, gunning, slinging. Let's see. Using beads more in Gas Town because of budget. Oh yeah, no, totally. Like, yeah, Gas Town I only use on my personal machine. Like, we have much lower limits at work, so yeah, beads is still like really good. What's the chance of Anthropic calls the next model God? Low. I don't know. Put it on Polymarket. Like, get the estimate on that. I feel like we. I don't know. I don't think LLMs are like they are game changing, and they definitely work, and they're awesome. But I don't think. I think the next iteration, people are working on robots, and robots are getting very good. We will have commercial robots in homes. I think there's commercial robots in homes now, right? But I think they're gonna, though, that's the next iteration of kind of AI, is embodied AI, and it's gonna do all the shit that we don't want to do, right? All the I use beads at work. Do I commit them to the team repo? No, because I feel like they're more of a personal agent tracker, work tracker thing, rather than a team level work tracker. Because like we have Jira, right? Like Jira is ultimately the high level work tracker that we define, like the high level goals of what we want to do. And then we make epics and subtasks and all that kind of stuff, right? The whole company speaks in Jira. But my idea is going to be to pull down Jiras with an MCP server, have an agent crank on them, create beads, and then start working on them like right away. That's kind of like my whole. I kind of want to automate myself out of the process of as soon as a Jira is created with description or whatever, like have the like Claude or whatever agent I have available to me work on it. So I think we're going to go from this year. We're going to go from this whole agile development process is going to be much quicker. It's going to be from idea to implementation, like from Jira to pull request. I don't know, in a space of an hour, right? Like that, it's going to be mind-boggling how quickly we're going to get tasks done. Cool. So let's see. So we're on the mayor here, and it's doing this end-to-end test, slinging this end-to-end test. All right, I'm always going to shill a little bit here. Like and subscribe. If you're new here, please hit the thumbs up. Helps out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely want to do these like consistently. Monday, Wednesdays for sure. Tuesdays, Thursdays, like I go to jiu-jitsu. I coach jiu-jitsu too. 6 a.m. So can't necessarily guarantee doing it at that time. And sometimes on the weekends, it's hard for me to, Like I write my newsletter on Fridays, and then I try to post it on the weekends. And yeah, I definitely want to do this more. Like this is how I feel like we're building momentum with our. I think we're sitting in a. People are saying like the future is now, but it's not evenly distributed. The results of the future will be unevenly distributed. I'm trying to even that out as much as possible. The people at the forefront are getting crazy gains, like the like who's McCall it? Like Andy 553. He's spending 2 to 3K in tokens a month to do all of his work, right? That the future is unevenly distributed. Like Andy is living in the future, where some people have never used an AI coding assistant, right? Or they use it just for autocomplete or something, right? Like those are two people who are still living in the same timeline, but are on wildly different trajectories. So I'm just trying to like spread this knowledge so more people can get more with the times, and then kind of agile for AI. We're in the midst of using a very tightly constrained, sometimes overbearing process, something that should be more flexible, like AI. Well, if AI is too flexible, you don't really get what you want, right? That's what people complain about. In fact, of like, oh, AI couldn't figure out my brownfield project. It's like, well, you probably didn't constrain it. You didn't break down the tasks enough to to force it to look at certain things, or to say, hey, only look at try to figure out the minimum viable product, the tracer bullet, the TDD, like really constrain what it looks at, because like otherwise you don't know what it's going to look at, right? Like if you let it do whatever it wants, it's not necessarily, it'll only do what you want by luck. If you constrain it and you tell it, hey, I want you to look in this direction, and I'm using my hands as like kind of, it's 3-dimensional, right? Or multi-dimensional. All these different guardrails that we need to install to like get it to go the way that we want it to, right? So we need to think of AI as less, whatever, should be flexible or whatever. It's like, no, like we want a process to these things. We want it. Process enforces like process is predictability. It is this enterprise vibe code thing. Like we have human generate code on the left hand side here. We've got the AI putting code in, and the software engineering process, aka agile development, outputs business value. Actually, let me try to do something. I have a new thing I made up with Gemini. Let me try to show it to you guys. I don't know if I can, but local. It's not local, but downloads. Yes, let's do this one. Is it just going to download it, or can we? Yes, it's going to play it. Cool. It's going to be on a YouTube video near you. This is how I do things. The traditional agile process is going away. Yeah, to some degree. But I feel like if we don't have like something constraining us, then it's only a problem for humans. You reap the benefits of agile, knowing what to build next, what's left without the agile toil. Exactly. Yes. Those necessary evil. Yeah. Like the agile processes are only there to kind of like constrain humans to build the right things, right? But now we're constraining AIs to build the right thing. I'm just gonna play this one because it's like this is how I see is that we've got human generated code. They're like just writing paper, quill to paper or parchment or whatever that is. And then we've got the AI like cranking out code, and this middle engineering. Oh, you're sorry, I'm flipping between things. The middle software engineering process is cranking through things, and then we've got a pot of gold like spitting out the other side, right? So, anyways, that's my rant about the process is the main thing now. Like we are now at the level of process engineering. We have to tell the AIs, here's what we want, and here's how you should do it. I'm curious, participated in a hackathon last month. It will be announced soon, so I would like to get your opinion. Is it good or not? To participate in a hackathon? Sure. Like, yeah, hackathons are fun. Do it. Both convoys progressing. Oops. What am I doing here? Why is this not working now? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry. I forgot my Tmux for a second there. Please check in on convoys. Not sure allowed to share link. Okay, that's fine. Cool. All right, so we're checking in on the convoys, making sure that they're advancing. See if this looks like. Okay, passion. I would prefer to constrain AI tools, for example, Copilot's IDE with better specifications, custom prompts, custom instructions. Agile process too bloated, too much overhead today. I think IDEs are going away, and if you're just using one agent, you're currently in the past. Not to be like super elitist or whatever here, but like if you're working on one thing at a time, like, yes, you can only think about one thing at a time, right? But your agents you can kick off multiple agents to work on different things. I think the goal is to become a manager of agents. And for us to be a manager of agents, we kind of have to treat them as if they're engineers and constrain a process on them. Constrain like workflows that we want to have them go through. And Agile is kind of like the process that we've developed in the software engineering land. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably come up with an agent specific Agile like process. But right now that's the one that we have that works. Separation concerns, contracts, interface docs, discovery docs, etc. with beads, and Gas Town helps with running development concurrently and is excellent when set up this way. Yep. If you specify acceptance criteria and super clear, you get really good outcomes. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I tested all agents, so yeah, the idea is true, but didn't give it tried GLM. Am I missing a lot? I don't know. I haven't tested all agents. That's the thing. Is like my thing is like not to like whatever toot my own horn or like I'm what I talk about here is like have a daily driver. Like have one thing that you are really good at, that you've spent a lot of time on, and you've developed a good sense of like how it works. People love to like try all these different tools, but like you're not developing a deep sense of skill with one thing. If you have a bunch of $20 a month memberships, you're not really going deep and you're not really learning the tool. I would rather like I have the title here, the edgelord $200 a month Claude Code title. For me, I'm going deep on Claude Code and really learning how that tool works. People have been talking about open open code or what was it? Open, I don't know. There's a bunch of different models, bunch of different agents. Maybe I'll do like a review, like maybe I'll try a new one each show potentially in the future or every other show. But like, I don't know. I'm just going deep on this one for now. How Claude Code know when to use a background agent? I use the latest version, then background agent enable on some tasks asynchronously. Yeah, it just depends. It knows when you can tell it, hey, send this to the background. You can just say that too. Instant swapping MVP. Okay, cool. So do we have a PR? Oh shit. Please put all of these in a PR or on the same branch and create a draft PR. I use the latest version, background. That's so amazing. Yep. Cool. Okay. Passion AWS migration. So we're passion. Let's see. Okay, cool. Looks like it's done. Cool, guys. Which benchmark site is reliable for you to check out current model performance? I don't care. I don't really care about benchmarks. I'm just using Claude Code. I don't know. Like there's knowledge of there's two different types of knowledge, right? There's knowledge of and knowledge about. What you're talking about, one trick that's easy to implement, giving a feature like a single page, such as users, including front end and back end, to a single agent or polecat with rules to block crossover. Yeah, interesting. Cool. Yeah, you're like, yeah, separation concerns. That's kind of what you mentioned earlier, Andy. So yeah, knowledge of and knowledge about. People have, so most of the people that you see like talk about AI, it's knowledge about. They know the facts about AI. They can regurgitate. If crossover is needed, the agents have to submit a request, bead, and the other agents sort it out. Nice. Cool. Noted. Duly noted. So yeah. Knowledge about is like being able to regurgitate facts, right? Your what model is the best, right? Or what, according to what benchmark, or what framework to use, or like you can kind of know things what other people say. That's about knowledge about versus knowledge of is like actually using the thing, right? Actually spending time in Claude Code, burning tokens, burn to learn. That's if there's one thing to come out is you take away from this live stream is burn to learn. If you need to have like experience doing the thing, you have to go and do. That's the actual like valuable stuff. It's not valuable to know, oh, what model is better, what framework or whatever. Like it's kind of valuable, but at the same time, like you can get a lot done with like doing a lot of stuff, right? And that's kind of why I follow Steve Yegi, and like why he went and did he vibe coded the vibe coding book with Gene Kim, right? So that's kind of why I kind of follow his stuff, and I trust what he's doing because he's done the most, right? He's done the most work because he's doing more than probably most other people, or like besides the people who work on the models themselves, he's probably using them the most. He says he's vibe coding 8 to 12 hours a day. That's sun up to sundown. That is a full job living in these things. So I trust whatever he says. Like he's so much further ahead. He's got so many more experience points. He's got so much more time in doing this stuff. I feel like we're just following behind him. He's kind of leading the way, and if maybe he's wrong about some things, maybe he's right. Like I feel like he's done more, so he has more deeper insights versus just knowing, oh, this model is the best and this model isn't. Like that, there's like surface level knowledge of like the knowledge about the facts or whatever, and there's like deep like doing knowledge, and we should be in pursuit of like doing the thing more. Do more. It's kind of like maybe the message of the day. Okay, cool. Draft PR created. Is there a draft PR? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. Draft. All right. Yeah, like, okay, sorry, I'm about to crash out right the fuck now. Linus is vibe coding. The Redis guy is vibe coding. Like, all the, like, if Steve Yegi didn't convince you enough, like, now Linus is, like, for a simple Python visual, okay, sure. But, like, even he, why, if he's such a god of programming, why didn't he just whip up a simple Python visualizer? Because he didn't feel like it, right? Like he's offloading tasks that he doesn't feel like doing to the agent, to vibe coding, to become more productive. He worked on something else while that was cooking up. Here is inside info. I talked to one of the biggest crypto companies in the worldwide and asked engineer, what percentage of your workflow include AI coding? He said at least 65%. That's crazy. Yeah, no. Everyone is trying to implement it as much as possible right now. Okay. So let's please sling fixing the CI checks for the PR to a polecat. Yep, he made a point. Got to automate the mundane tasks. Yep. It freed up Linus to do Linus things. And then the Redis guy, I just read something, an Instagram thread about how I don't know the Redis guy's name, sorry, but like the guy who made Redis, god tier programmer, is vibe coding now too, right? Like if all of your heroes are vibe coding, then you should probably too. I think people have too much of an ego and identity attached to typing and being the smartest person, like feeling smart and getting a sense of like feeling good about themselves. They get their self-esteem from knowing how to program, right? For me, I don't I don't care about how well I program or whatever, right? Like I don't have that sense of identity wrapped up in how clean the code is or how whatever. Like I don't care about the craft. I care about getting things done. And the craft like will probably have artisanal human-made programs like, and that will be a market. But like for most things, you're just piping data from one point, from point A to point B, and you're doing a transformation somewhere in between, right? Like it's inputs, business logic, outputs, and that's all we need to do. Most of that is solved, right? Like we don't need the latest and greatest, like whatever. We don't need anything special for that. We just need Claude Code to fix all these issues, and it'll probably just work. So anybody who's like super anti-AI, you can't, they're going to get super defensive and like whatever. They'll be like, oh, it just hallucinates. It's like, well, does it really? Have you tried? Like, do you have knowledge of or knowledge about that? Again, have they used it enough? And they probably haven't. Like, they honestly probably haven't. And unless they are in some kind of like super niche thing. Oops. Oh, sorry. Alarm on my phone went off. Anyways, yeah, so if people aren't in some kind of a super niche field, and like need to go and kind of manually code for certain things, I don't know. I feel like we're if you're on the bleeding edge of systems programming and you need to manually code things, fine, great. That's probably not a valid use case for vibe coding. But if you are the vast majority of programmers who just like work on CRUD apps, then vibe coding is like exactly what will shrink that 80-20, like, or even 90-10 of like the 90% of things that basically all work the same. You can vibe code those really easily. Do you have any conspiracy theories about vibe coding? Like they might steal all the inside info. Any new industry is based on exploitation and theft. Like I'm a raging lefty. Like I don't know if you're gonna like if it's gonna leak out through me talking or whatever. But yeah, like all these companies stole stuff. Like everything is kind of built on like exploitation and like stealing things and like legally gray areas. Like Uber is like illegal taxis, right? Like Airbnb are like unregulated hotels. Like all these things are, they just kept pushing. They used VC money to like push the boundaries of the law. And with AI, same thing. Like they freaking like probably scraped things that they shouldn't scrape. And they probably violated all kinds of copyright laws. But now we're here. Like now we're in this situation of now we have this ultra powerful tools that we can use because laws were violated. So I don't know. Like, I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm gonna use them. Like, we can't change things now. Like, there are certain things that, as I get older, it's like you can't change the world. Like, you can and can't change the world. There's certain things that you have power over. There's other things you don't have power over. And you can only really focus on the things you can control. I don't know, super basic. Like, yes, there's systems that we have to, like, we should change, that we should provide more to people and take care of more people. But at the same time, like, I can't do all that myself. So I need to just provide for me, my cats. My cat up here is sleeping. Goosey. Say hi to Goosey. He's sleeping up on the cat tree. All I do is, like, work for his kitty treats, right? Like, that's what all I can focus on. So, yeah, I don't know. I always use UltraThink and Parallel Agent on Claude Code. Yeah, good. Like, yeah, UltraThink is great. Like, use all the tokens, solve all the problems. Most people haven't tried the new models after October since Opus 4.5 came out, so they're stuck in the past. God, I hate that term vibe coding. Why they call it AI assisted coding? I don't know. I'm down for it. Like, it helps. It kind of describes the maybe unseriousness of this, is that we're going on vibes. Like, we're not totally like, I'm not coding. I'm not the one writing the lines of code. So I wouldn't even call it AI assisted, because I'm not, like, it's not assisting me. It's doing the coding itself. So I'm managing. AI managed coding, maybe, is a better term. Seen the vibe coding book recommended before. What's your thoughts on it? I love it. It's the best book on vibe coding. I've only read one book on vibe coding, but they vibe coded the entire book, right? But yeah, this is a great book. Gene Kim, DevOps legend. He's like a legend in the industry, and he teamed up with Steve Yegi, who's the creator of Gas Town. And yeah, I feel like those two together produce a great work, and I think it should just be required reading for if you are new to vibe coding. So so sweet. First time watching the stream, found your content because I'm implementing Gas Town for my own projects and learning a lot from your videos. Thanks. Hey, thanks R20s. Appreciate it. Thanks for dropping that comment. I'm glad I'm helping somebody. Yes, 100%. Do you recommend devs upskilling more? Focus on system design. Yeah. 100% system design, discipline, and tech stack choices, and not over-engineering project management, treating AI dev teams like a traditional office. Yep, totally agree, Andy. I'm already familiar with most of the tools with vibe coding. What else does the book offer after that? It gives concepts around. Maybe it's worthwhile. Maybe it isn't. It gives concepts around, like, different loops that you go in. Actually, I'll link the vibe coding book. They have some, like, bonus materials up here, like downloads and extras. Like, if you're on the fence of, like, the book, if you go here and you go to and go to this, like, downloads and extras tab, like, you can look at, like, these different PDFs and see if it's helpful to you or not. It seems to me someone should solve the credibility problem with potentially 10x more software developers coming online in the next 2 years to embrace vibe coding. I think a lot of great ideas and projects will be ignored. I think a lot of great ideas and projects are going to be ignored because there's going to be so many of them. I think that's the crazy thing, is that we are like there's a dozen different agent orchestration tools out there right now, right? Like just now, imagine in 6 months when more people are like, oh crap, I need to manage my agents somehow. It's like, well, there's already a dozen. Now there's going to be like 100, right? So everyone's going to want to do it differently. Everybody's going to want to take it on as like, it's a low hanging fruit. It feels like a low hanging fruit project. So I feel like there's, a lot of great ideas, but now it's execution. Now it's the cost of coding has gone down to zero. Now it's all about distribution. It's all about how can you reach people? How can you talk to people? How do you have an audience? How do you like market to people? How do you use Google ads or Facebook ads to like tell people about your product? So I think this is where we as developers have to become way more well-rounded, way more entrepreneurial, and we have to learn how to not just make the thing, not just vibe code, but now we need to sell it. We need to be able to be our own our own business side of the house as well. I've always said that engineering is half doing the thing, half like coding, and half telling people about it. Half doing the thing, like that's still important. We still need to like do the thing. We still need to code, but we also need to do the other half just as well of like telling people what we make. I think that's engineers don't like telling people what they make because like it's embarrassing or it feels like we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. We're introverts, whatever. But you have to get out of your shell. Like I'm putting my face on the internet here, right? Like I'm obviously pretty comfortable at this. I teach jujitsu. I teach to a group class of like 15 to 20 people twice a week. I have for 2 years. So like I'm pretty comfortable communicating with people. And I feel like this is a skill that everyone else needs to develop, right? Like it's one thing to do the thing, but then we have to talk to people about what we did. Let's see. Stay focused on learning annotated patterns, best practices, and being aware of reference implementations. It would be great if it was easier for new devs to gain credibility fast without so many preconceived notions, not having worked for a large corp or anything like that. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're talking about vibe coders who are pure vibe coders. You still need to walk the talk. Like you can talk the talk, but also walk the talk. So if you show that you can implement certain like large scale systems, and like have it on your GitHub profile and be able to talk through how it works, even if it's just at a high level, like I think that will be credible, or should be credible enough. It would be credible for me. Done since forever, never bother myself with too much syntax and programming. Yep, same. I don't particularly care about syntax. I'm not a big language buff or anything like that. I just want to get the job done. I just want to create value, whatever that is, whatever that means, and go on about my day and go train jiu-jitsu. Like that's been my life up until this point, is to maximize training jiu-jitsu. But then now I'm like, I've stopped competing, and now I'm like, now this is my competition. This is becoming the best vibe coder is kind of my competition that I'm working on now. I'll probably buy and add it to the collection of books I buy and then never finish. Soft skills. Yeah. They also have an audiobook. I read it and did the audiobook. So Hack from Alex Hormozy is buy the book, buy the audiobook, read it while listening to the audiobook. And kind of absorb the information better. Like you're doing two things at once. Like you're reading the words and then you're absorbing the audio, and it like sticks with you better. Like you're taking in multiple like routes of information or something. Background, an infra engineer for the past 25 years plus cloud engineer, currently on a break from work for 12 months. And what timing? Not a coder, but I'm focused 10 hours a day on this. Appreciate the stream. Also active BJJ. Oh, let's go. Nice. What belt are you? Gigosh. I'm a brown belt, 10th planet Las Vegas. Yeah, bro, you are Gigosh, you are set up for crazy success with this. Like your all your background, your skill, all your knowledge, it still applies to this, right? Still works. Like knowing more stuff isn't going to hurt you. Also, upskilling, studying AI agent orchestration, focus on these patterns, sequential chaining steps, loop, iterative refinement, router, conditional branching, parallel fan out. Nice. Andy dropping bars. Google Notebook LLM is crazy. Upload to it, create custom podcasts based on uploaded content, MyOS, flashcards, etc. Cool. White belt BJ with 6 months experience before COVID hit and stopped. Blue, let's go. Wow. All right. We've got this is so awesome. Like I didn't know that I would doing this technical live stream, we would get jiu-jitsu people, but it's pretty mainstream now. So yeah, I've been training 13 years and yeah, it's super fun. I really enjoy it. I've been taking more blows to the head, which is why I'm kind of like backing off from it now. I've gotten a number of concussions and I'm like training, like I'm kind of like, I was trying to maximize the amount of training I was doing, but now I'm kind of dialing it all the way back and like kind of slow dripping it and trying to do other exercise. It's not as fun, but yeah, I don't know. Need to take care of the brain. Need to take care of the brain from, for the future, to vibe code. Hi from Australia. Oh shoot. Nice. From down under. So, do you train, well, for me, like all the Australians who train jiu-jitsu, Craig Jones, Kit Dale, Lachlan, like, do you train with any of them? Or like, do you know of any of them? Two, or wait, you said you were a Gigosh is a blue belt. Okay. So you've probably heard of them. You've probably heard the main Australian guys. Do you train at any of their gyms? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Big BJJ community here. Do you think we'll see a company with paying customers publicly state that they are not writing any of the code by hand anymore and not verifying most of the code with humans anymore this year? I mean, you ultimately do verify with humans, right? Like the humans use the software. So if anything, you're manually QAing things by using the software anyway, right? But I agree that so there's the planning stage, or you can call it like 5 stages. Design stage, planning stage, like design and planning, we can throw all kinds of agents at that. Implementation, it's kind of single threaded. It's kind of like you can parallelize it or whatever, but like it's like one model is doing that with that work. With the design and planning, like you can throw all kinds of different models before implementation. You implement with like one daily driver agent, and then you review. You can throw all kinds of different models at that too, and you can test, and you can throw all kinds of different models. So it's like, I think people are going to start to realize that they can use many different models to point at the design, like the pre-implementation and post-implementation phases, to kind of really solidify, all right, we believe that the implementation is correct. So yeah, that may be better than humans, right? Like we always think, we always put humans as the top bar for anything, right? But have we considered that maybe we're not that good? Maybe humans aren't that good at testing things because there's bugs. Like the people are always saying, "Oh, is it going to be as good as human code?" Human code isn't even that good. There's bugs. There's bugs all the time. I just think this is an opportunity to approach this problem from a different perspective. So, like we can throw more agents and models and stuff at either side of the implementation problem. I would do it again, but the risk is too much and not worth it to me. I remember feeling someone threw me down flight stairs every day. Yeah, especially if you train Guy, it's rough. Been to comps and watched Craig a few times. Nice. For Red Hat's AI contribution guidelines, just want you to tag the LMs used to generate code. Gotcha. Cool. This is already happening. Google claims up to 40% of the code is written by AI, but most companies are going to disclose it. Yeah. I feel like, I guess let's end on this. Sorry, just got to yapping. Please check on convoys. The fact that you come up with bleeding edge concepts as at reach if you put the time into it. Yeah, no, everything is within reach. Yes, exactly. Everything is low hanging fruit. Okay, so I'm gonna shill for a little bit. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate everyone being here. I gotta run in like 5 minutes. Really appreciate everyone watching. Helps out a ton, and I'm super happy that I can like help you guys. You get something out of this, right? This is something I've really been kind of focused on for the last 6 months, and I'm going to obviously continue to focus on it. But I think it's something revolutionary that I feel like we're kind of higher up in the tech stack still, and we get to kind of like play. Coding feels more like play now, and I think that's why it's more fun. Like it's the more fun we have, the more we're going to do it, and it's kind of like a self-reinforcing loop. So, anyways, thanks all. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and please take a look at my newsletter. Let's Enterprise Vibe Code. I just put a new one out. Cal Poly, yep. Once in a lifetime event unfolding before us. Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I went to Cal Poly, class of 2014. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the newsletter. Helps me out. That's where I'm going to put out like weekly kind of what I'm thinking about, concepts, funny charts, and kind of like how I'm thinking about vibe coding. And it's like a distillation of all the live streams. All the concepts talking about during the live streams are going to be in the newsletter. So, oh, you're in SLO. Cool. Are you in school? It's Bert. Are you going to Cal Poly right now? Cool. Anyways, no, old man like you now. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's hilarious that that was 11 years ago that I graduated. So wild. Okay, so we're still doing the AWS migration. It's still working, but yeah, I gotta run. almost 40, similar hairline, right? I appreciate. Hey, lay off the hairline. I've always had a massive widow's peak though, but yeah, my hair's okay. But yeah, cool. All right, thanks all for joining in. Please like and subscribe. Share this with somebody. Like if you're vibe coding at work and your boss is like, "Why are you vibe coding?" Like, send them this video, send them the channel, send them the newsletter. This is just my way of like kind of condensing everything that I'm learning into communicating with other people and kind of showing, hey, this process is democratized for everyone. Everyone can do this. And B, it's much more structured, and it's not like the Wild Wild West, like gunslinging, as people would like to believe it is. So anyways, cool. I gotta run. Let's see. Passion Convoy. Done. CI is fixed. Let's see. Let's check. Okay, CI tests are passed. Reacted with thumbs up emoji. Let's see. We've got. I'll review it later. It's a draft PR, so I can at least say like. Please sling. Oh, well, because the slit pull cat probably is running. All right, it's running. All right, cool. It's working. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later.